Hello, welcome to Papa's Honey Acres. I'm Bill. This is our small home apiary, and as you can see, we added a 5 strand electric fence here on Monday of this week. It's Saturday the 29th of August, and Monday we had a notification that one of our apiaries here in town had bear come in and did some damage to the colonies, tipping them over and making a mess. And so we're trying to take precautions of this not happening. About maybe 75-100 yards over this direction, our neighbor's dumpster had a bear in it Monday and Tuesday night. So we're certainly trying to keep these guys safe from bears and the destruction that they do. And today what we're going to do is I've got a few of these hives that need to be fed as we go into think about getting into winter here. Then also what we need to be thinking about is varroa treatments, so we can get rid of the varroa mite, which is very destructive to colonies. And so today we're going to be using oxalic acid, and it's a vaporizer that we put in each one of the hives, and we'll take a look at some of that. So let's get started. Okay, once again, we're going to start off with the Be Happy hive, and go in here, just take a quick look, looking at the vent hole in the top. They still have that opened up, so they're not getting too chilled or too much breeze through there yet as far as they're concerned. And I did feed them through this week, so this will be the second time since last Saturday. Hello, Lucy. She's got to get her 2 cents in here. And we've got lots of bees, and I think I gave them another pollen patty on when I was in here the last time. Looking down, I just want to make sure that we don't need to add any frames in here, and it doesn't look like these last two that I've added in they've started working on as of yet, so we're still good there. And got a few ants up here, nothing too major. We got her glued down pretty good. Pollen patty coming with the lid. Looks like they're doing okay on the pollen patty. We don't need to add any frames. We got a good population of bees in here, so just gonna leave them be for now. No, don't sting me, please. She tried to. She got my watch in. It didn't work there. So I will give them some more syrup. This is a 1-to-1 syrup that we're continuing to give them. And I'm hoping through this 1-to-1 feeding that they will continue to draw comb, as well as provide food for the colony in here. So this is really all we need to do on this colony, is make sure they're filled up with sugar water syrup, and they've got pollen patty, so brood can continue to grow. Next week I'll probably take a little bit of a look at the hive. It's pretty overcast today, and they can be a little more on edge during these times, so I don't want to get in and disturb them too much. They're already not too happy about what's going on in here, so we'll get them close back up and move on to the next hive. All right. So that's all we need to do in here. Okay, this is our top bar hive. This is a swarm we rescued June 2nd of this year. And I've been feeding them. I've told you in the past I'm not crazy. Lucy, please. Crazy about the top bar hive. I really don't know how to manage them very well. And hopefully I will get better, or I will phase this hive out of the bunch of hives that I have here, and probably go with another long Langstroth like that Be Happy hive. I do like the way that works. This is our divider board, which keeps the bees from using the whole hive. As they grow, we give them more space, similar to the long Langstroth. And I'm wondering, when we get to this glass here, probably going to have to do something a little different, because they're going to be able to go right on through there. I'm going to take a look and see. I gave them a little bit of pollen patty last week, and it looks like they're still working on it, so I don't think we need to do anything with that. And looks like they are getting bigger in numbers, and that's good. I think I will. Wish I had some smoke with me today, but I'm not using smoke today. Hoping to be in and out of these hives fairly quickly and not need that. Yeah, we'll just fill it up, and they can crawl up as the level increases in there. Sit there, Missy, Missy. Okay, guys, here we go. All right, bees. Everybody to this side of the divider. You too, you 5 girls. A little coaxing, but they got out of there. I don't think they do too well in another week's time. And gentle with this. And we'll give them some more syrup, sugar water. This is hopefully to keep them building foundation in the hive for continued growth of the bees and storage. Swim, girls, swim. The board's coming. There you go. We're gonna need some a little bit of help getting cleaned up here. Alright, so that's all we need to do to this hive, and then we will be coming back and doing the treatments of acrylic acid here in a bit. This is our July 8th of last year, 2019 swarm rescue that we were able to get. And this hive right next to it with the yellow, brighter yellow bottom is a split this year from that hive, and it's doing well, but it's one of the hives that I want to go ahead and put some feed in and hopefully promote a little bit more brood, and also a little more comb building in their colony. So we'll go in there and see how they're doing. Their front porch is not nearly as active as this, but it's kind of funny. Through the day, each hive kind of has a time that they go out and they do their little cleansing flight. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing, but they go out in strong numbers and just fly around the hive, and it's like each hive has its own time slot to do that. And so now we'll have last year's swarm doing that, and a little later maybe this one will start doing it. So yeah, it's kind of fun to see them and wonder why they get the time slots that they have for the little heavy flying outside the colony. And I don't know, maybe somebody knows what the answer to that is, but I don't know why they do that. And got to take a quick look here, make sure the queen doesn't come up and find a spot up on the lid. And I don't see her up there anywhere, just some of the girls working and probably up here trying to thin down the syrup. And looking through here, I've got this frame they're starting to work on. Well, let's just go ahead and pull a couple of them out here. And this is the reason I'm thinking I need to feed in this hive, to make sure that they get all these frames at least started and hopefully filled up with some syrup or nectar for the winter, because they need to have some store for winter. And as we can see, they've just barely started both sides, nothing really major. And this one has maybe a little bit more start on it, and the next one to it. Yeah, so we've got a couple of frames in here really is all I see that really need to be filled up. So we're gonna go ahead and try to promote excellence in this colony here, and they are off of this mother hive here, and did fairly well this year. I got a little bit of honey from this split this year, which is unusual, but we did get a little bit from them. So I'm also going to give them a pollen patty, and that's going to help to encourage them to continue to the queen to keep laying and brood going in here, so we can get a very strong number of bees. As I look down through here, I see 8 full frames of bees. So, and I know that the bottom box is full of bees, so it's probably a 10 framer of bees. So we're looking pretty good in there for right now. So I'm gonna grab this pollen patty in here. Get to the I don't know if you can hear the buzzing of our colony, mother colony there, or not, but probably not over Lucy, but they're singing out pretty good there. Hey ladies, got this in here on you. Nice and easy. And then on this one, we're going to do something a little different. I've got a this is a frame top feeder that we put on here, and then we just fill it with syrup. And then there's, in the little white ends on both sides, they crawl up that and then down a little ladder and drink the syrup off the bottom. So give that to them. And there's a yellow jacket in there. He's not going to be very happy, or she's not going to be very happy when you don't get back out. They will take and swarm around her. They'll make a ball around her, overheat it, and eventually it will die from too much heat. Yeah, that's right. You betcha. You betcha. And I think this high top, I think it takes a gallon or maybe even a little bit more. So I've got a frame feeder in one. I've got this hive top feeder here, and then we've got on our top bar hive, that's a specially designed top feeder or frame feeder for that colony. So we'll see how these girls do here. One nice thing about this feeder, as it empties out, I'm able to get back in and fill it up without disturbing the colony at all. They don't even know I'm in there, so that's a kind of a nice benefit of these feeders here. And again, we're just doing a one-to-one syrup on them, and that works really well at this time of year. And I did suit up because at first Bee Happy was not terribly thrilled that I was in there, and I don't know, maybe I squished a bee when I shouldn't have. I don't know. But now, since we have this, we don't want to put our inner cover on again because it will allow them to get in where we don't really want them. Because if they get into this top up here, they will drown in that syrup. So we'll put that on, put our brick back up there, and these girls are ready for treatment. So we've got all of our hives fed that we're going to feed, and so now let's get to treating these hives. Here we are inside at the observation hive, and I thought we'd do an acylic acid treatment in here so we can see what the bees are doing inside the colony. Thought that might be an interesting thing to see. So I'm going to go ahead and put my mask back on, and we'll give these girls a shot of it, and I'm sure they're not going to like it either. Here we go. Okay. We'll leave that on and observe them. See how the ones, you can see some that really got quite a bit of the treatment on their bodies there. See if they go back to normal here, or what happens with the hive. Noticed on this one that I've got vent holes in the top of this that they've pretty much covered over. Now that treatment will get spread throughout the hive in there,
and the bees will get taken care of. Now I plan to do one of these a week for 3 to 4 weeks. Brood cycle for a worker bee is 21 days, so 3 weeks would take care of them. But our drones, which I don't know that we've got any drone cell in here right now. This queen has, unless it's in between the frames. I haven't seen any, so drone cells take 28 days to emerge. So if all we're working with is the worker bees in here, then 3 cycles should be enough to make sure that we get every cell while it's open. Open cells are these that are here that are open. These are capped brood. Honey we're not concerned with, so we want these capped brood to become uncapped and get a treatment while they're uncapped, and that way any varroa that's in there will be exposed to the treatment, and it does away with the varroa. It will kill the varroa out while the honeybees can actually get back to normal here. So that's it for this week. I hope you keep watching. If you like it, would you please subscribe to the channel and give it a thumbs up, or like it on Facebook. Also, if you hit the notification bell, it's not working right now, but when YouTube gets it working again, when a new video comes out, you will be notified. So God bless you all, and Lord willing, we'll see you again soon. Bye.